We have ordered pairs -3 and 0, 2 and 0, 5 and 0, and then the other one is at 0 and -15. The first three ordered pairs are zeros. The reasons that they are zeros is because it's where the graph crosses the x-axis. You okay with that? All right. So if -3 is my 0, what's the term? X plus 3, the next one would be? And then? Okay. So for right now, if I just knew those three zeros, you guys would distribute all that stuff out, write out the equation, and go from there. But since I know a little bit more information, I know that there is another ordered pair out here of a 0 and a -15. Which means I can figure out some common multiplier out front to generate some value of y. It should look eerily similar to what we did with quadratics, with just one less term. You're going to substitute in your x and y value, find a, and rewrite. Just like we did before. We're going to find that value of a so that it makes everything work. So basically what happens here, we're going to take what's 0 plus 3, what's 0 minus 2, what's 0 minus 5. So that means I have to multiply 3 times -2 times -5. So you get -15 equals -30 times a. No, this one was oh yeah, I'm sorry, you're right. So it's 3 negative. So it's positive 30.
I do that all the time. Just add the extra one and it's positive. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was writing 3 up here, sorry. So what's your value of a? -1/2. Which means you get a formula of y equals -1/2 x plus 3, x minus 2, x minus 5.
You don't have to go any further.
When we're writing these things out, no. I won't have you write it out any further. I'll just have you write it in terms like that. When I give you regular zeros with coefficient of 1, then yes, I'd have you multiply it all out. But here, if I'm doing it right a cubic function, yes, ma'am.
Are you going to give it to us ever as like that one?
What do you mean?
Like you give us the formula and then we have to solve and then we have to multiply all the zeros.
Oh yeah, you've been doing that all along. You've been doing that all along. This is just another way to go backwards. It's just you have your zeros and find a point find a point any other point, and that would generate it. Because if that point is on that curve, it'll generate the function. Okay. So yeah, you've been doing this all along. You just didn't realize that you've been doing this. It's kind of like I've been saying. This whole chapter is kind of the same thing over and over and over again, isn't it? All right.
He's doing that. That was terrible.
That was kind of bad, yeah.
I'm not.
So I've ordered pairs -1 and 0, -2 and 0, 0 and 0, and 1 -3. Which means I have 3 zeros. The zeros at -1, -2, and 0. Which means, what are my 3 terms? X plus 1, x plus 2, and x. Okay. To add to all of this then, I put in a equals y. And what does y equal? -3 And x is 1. What's 1 plus 1? 2. What's 1 plus 2? 3. What's 2 times 3? 6. What's 6 times 1? 6. Your answer isn't always going to be negative 1/2.
You'll get negative 1/2.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I think I've heard this. I think it was Inside Out or something.
To get to the same side.
Boo. Boo. I think that's all I had on that one. All right.
I saw my dad the other day, he wanted me to walk out of the room really slowly.
You're ready.
Not the only homework, but
So, honestly, these are pretty quick and easy. I'm only going to have you do 2 of these for this. And then I have a bit of a review jump that I want to get started on. So we're going to go through a bunch of stuff tomorrow and whatnot. Is this homework? Those 2 tests, as well as the one up on the handout.
I just added some more to that. There's some $2 and 2 cents. I always get stuff with staples.
You don't have to.
Now, what I'd like you to be able to also get done, which shouldn't take the longest, is I'd like you to get through 18 on this. Yeah, do those 2. And, I mean, that way we've got time. That way we have time to go through all this tomorrow, especially with the factoring. Now remember, when you're talking about the factoring and stuff, guys, you have how many different ways at your disposal now to factor? A lot. Okay. Yeah, go through 18 on that. That way, because we got time to get through it then. And then we'll put back together some of the searchings for polynomials and stuff like that tomorrow. The test, I'm looking at calculator, non-calculator, just like normal. Well, and that's what I'm getting at. When I'm looking at, if I'm talking about calculator or non-calculator, the calculator part, I would probably just let you use the regular ones. That way you don't do everything, you know what I mean? So that would be that part. But the non-calculator portion would probably be something along the lines of factor something, solve for all its zeros, and plot it via NBA. Which you can use synthetic division. You don't need a calculator for that. Things like that. Yeah, and that way you're not relying upon that. So normally when it's in the past, it's kind of what I've looked at it as far as, you know, how do I put them together like that. I don't think it'd be test them. Jeez. That Maggie over there's got a sick sense of humor. have no doubt. Polio was bad. And unfortunately, there's parts of the country, things like that, are coming back because people think that shots make them crazy, but they don't because there's science.
Yeah.
Because some idiot back in whatever posted a essay that he said was all fake. But yeah, we'll go through that, and then we'll do a little bit more of the polynomial jump tomorrow. This should get us a good score getting out of here on Friday. Thank you for paying attention all week. Yeah, good times. Yes, ma'am. No. A math competition. Or is it descending order? For the next problem. We can make this work. What's the symbol between it? You're subtracting. Negative line like terms. You might like terms. It's a subtraction problem.
Yeah.
Overthinking. No, not you.